A explanation video on the footprint of the Gunslinger comparatively to some other standard Boabs on the market. As you can see, the Gunslinger is, about an inch and a half wider, inch and a half longer than these other Boabs. Initially, when you look at this, it appears that the Gunslinger is bigger, and I'm here to tell you that it is. So you're not misunderstanding that. But there is a misconception about the footprint, which I'm going to demonstrate for you in terms of it being too bulky. Now, we look at this comparison right here, and that's what the footprint looks like. But let's see what these look like when you have tools in them, and let's re-examine the footprint when we have tools in it. Now, in this Bob, I have an 18-inch and a 12-inch, and over here I have a 20-inch and a 22-inch. Now, they're loaded in there pretty much the same way. If you look at the footprint now, with the tools loaded in it, these Boabs are actually the same in terms of how wide they are when they have tools loaded in it. So let's just take a look. So we got a ruler here, and I was just going to say about the end of that handle is about 13 and a half, 13 and 3/4. Make sure I got it. And then over here, we're going to do the same thing. Put that right at the end of there, and now we're looking at about the same, 13. It's actually a little shorter with tools in it. This is a visual misconception when you look at the Boab loaded, just initially without tools in it. Part of the reason why the footprint is the same and actually less when you have tools loaded in it with the Gunslinger is because the Gunslinger was designed to envelop all the tools, right? Whereas these plastic Boabs, they don't envelop the tools. The tools just stick out. There's only a little bit of real estate in here grabbing the channel, and some of them have little cutouts where the standard channels will fit in, drop in here a little bit better. So even if I put this squeegee back here and there, it doesn't change the footprint. And in reality, the footprint, at least from a width standpoint, once you have tools loaded in it, is actually not any different than a plastic Boab. Do the same thing with a side profile. So I loaded all the tools in the same direction in the Gunslinger, and I also loaded them in the same direction on this traditional Boab. And from a side profile, you can see that they're virtually identical in terms of the footprint once you get tools into the unit. And again, the Gunslinger, I even have longer channels in here. This is a 22 and a 20, and this is only a 12 and a 18. So even from a vertical standpoint, if I switch those up, put the 20 and the 22 in here, they would be sticking up way up here, whereas in the Gunslinger, they're down here. So the footprint is actually not a bigger footprint once you get the tools in it. Now, albeit the Gunslinger is a little bit longer, even with tools in it on the bottom here, if I line that up with the top of that strap, it would be approximately an inch and a half, which, all things being said, comparatively with what you can do in terms of versatility and capacity with this, compared to something like this, I think that's a very small price to pay.